Hey, and welcome to today's kind of quick tip on effectively managing and controlling a recruitment process. And the reason I wanted to film this today is a question came to me in a coaching call in the last couple of days where one of my clients, who was kind of new to us, asked the question, well, I've got this person kind of close to the offer stage and I'm not getting any feedback from the client. I'm not getting any feedback and they're going to lose the candidate. They're going to lose the candidate. Uh, they said, I've said that in voicemails and I'm still not getting anything back. And they said, how do I get them to get back to me? And I said, my question to them was, what did you do when you took the search assignment, the job order, to manage expectations on what the communication process was going to be throughout the interview process and at the point of the offer? And he goes, well, I didn't. And I go, and you're frustrated? And he's like, well, yeah. I said, so you didn't set up a process, and now you're frustrated that the client's following their process. And he's like, absolutely. So real quick, mistake number one is my client, the recruiter, did not have a process in place that he got agreement with from the client. And so I'm going to give you some real quick tips. Is when you get to the end of the process, I always did this kind of at the end when we talked about after everything that they needed, after we negotiated fees, and I would talk to them, and everything that you say needs to be a benefit to them. So, Mr. Ms. Client, what's going to happen is I'm going to go out, I'm going to do my search, I'm going to find out, identify the candidates that are in alignment with what you just said you were looking for. The commitment I'm making to you is I will have screened each person and talked to them no less than 30 minutes, probably 45 minutes, even an hour long. I'm going to go through meticulously all the things that you said you needed. These things will not readily appear on the resume or on the CV all the time. And bluntly, I don't rewrite resumes. It's a resume, it's the individual's presentation, but it wasn't custom written for you. Number two, I'm going to submit those people, and there's going to be an expectation, because these are mostly passive candidates, that we're going to get back to them quickly. Because they're passive candidates, and because it took a little bit to dig them up, can I get your agreement, can I get your commitment that you'll get back to me within 2 days, 48 business hours, from the time I present them? And it's okay, Mr. Client, Ms. Client, if you don't want to interview everyone I send to you. All I'm asking that is if you don't agree to interview them, you allow me to defend why I sent them to you, because as I said, the commitment I made is I've assessed them based on that. If I can't demonstrate to you why the person's appropriate, I'll back right up. But can you commit to me to give me 60 seconds to defend? And they usually did. And then number two is, as they go through the interview process, they're going to come back to me and they're going to tell me why they're really excited about the opening. And if we don't get back to them quickly, the message that candidates get in this world that we have of 24/7 news, if we don't get back to them quickly, they begin to kind of say to themselves, well, they're probably not interested in me, and they begin to disengage, meaning you're going to get somebody that you could potentially want begin to drift or pursue something else. So can we talk the same day, no later than the second day? Can I get your commitment based on this? And those are some quick ways that through the interview process, you can get them to say, within an interview, can I get your commitment to get back to me within 24 hours? And let's get on the phone. I promise I'll keep you on the phone 5 minutes less. When I've used that with my clients, it works almost all the time with my clients that implement it effectively. It works almost all the time. No one's perfect, and it doesn't work 100% of the time with every client, but it's very important that you bring them back into alignment. Again, just kind of a quick tip. We go into this in a lot greater detail at the events we run. Here in the States, we've got events coming up, 2 events coming up. You can see the details at therecruiteru.com/Rich, R-I-C-H, and our London events coming up for our friends in the UK, right outside of London. The Recruiter U is university.com /the word intensive for our European London-based events. That's the recruiteru.com/intensive. Hope to see you at one of our events. If you have any questions, call our team at 860-200-7153. And again, if this intrigued you, whether you choose to attend or not, that tip is valid. And that's exactly how to do it. And I hope to see you there. Get a hold of us, recruiteru.com/rich, to attend one of our events here in the States. And the recruiteru is university.com/intensive for outside of London. Bye now.